Manchester United want a centre forward, not a midfield player. It's a pointless one, totally pointless. If he's willing to come and to be told to play centre forward, then I would turn around and say, yeah, but I think something would have to be said. Ten Hag would have to say that I've got Harry Kane in to play off the shoulders of centre halves, to make runs in between fullbacks and centre halves, not to drop in midfield and join in with Fernandes and Casemiro and whoever else is dropping into there. It's a pointless exercise. I saw something on Twitter. Someone said that yesterday, and other people are going 100%. I don't think they've been watching Harry Kane play. You know, it's not. Did they watch him play the other day? Because he was terrible against Aston Villa, trying to be a midfield. Absolutely terrible. It took him 19 minutes to get a touch of the ball. That's because he's playing in midfield, not as a centre forward. Spurs done nothing for 19, 20 odd minutes because Harry Kane wasn't there as a focal point in their attack. People will say, oh, but scoring goals is getting near Jimmy Greaves' record. You know, but it's not about that. It's about what's happening now. That's what it's about. It's about the team, not about him breaking records. If he's not scoring goals, do more for the team, which he doesn't do. If a manager fancies him and he gets it agreed by his board to go and get him, the hardest people to please will be the fans, because the fans now are in this mindset about Harry Maguire the way he is. And the problem is that Harry Maguire's problem is that he's playing for a Manchester United. And it would be no different if he was playing at a Liverpool or a Manchester City or even maybe a Newcastle at this moment in time. It would always be a club that's competing. I think he would always struggle because teams want to hold a high line. And he can't do that. He's too nervous as a defender because he's worried about his pace. I think he'd be worried his body positions. So many people running behind him because he doesn't open himself up. He's not agile to react. If you sit deep, and as you saw last night, Manchester United sat very deep against Bournemouth and he wins a lot of headers defensively. But it's not the way you want to play because you can't allow teams, even teams like Bournemouth, you know, the teams that are down there fighting for their lives. If you allow them to keep knocking balls in the box, something's going to give. So you can't play in that fashion. Top teams play on the front foot, higher up. So if they win the ball higher up, bang, they're straight in attack. So Harry Maguire, I don't know who's going to take him on, but it'll be a lot of pressure around him, and the monetary side of things would always be an issue as well because how much United have paid. It could be loan, you know, and whatever they could pay, but it's a difficult one, and I don't know how happy he's going to be at this moment in time. It wouldn't surprise me if he'd settle for the way things are at the moment rather than go somewhere else. Because of maybe there's that ego side of it that he knows that wherever he goes after Manchester United, it's the step down is a big one, you know, and it definitely is a big one. I've been there, seen that, so that's the bit on his side. I think the one thing that should be said about this whole thing, really, is the armband situation. I think that Ten Hag now has to make a point about the armband and has to say who is going to be his captain. He can't have this scenario that every time he comes on a sub, even the last minute against Nottingham Forest, he comes on and he's grabbing the armband. Was it Nottingham Forest or Wolves, one of the two games, when he's grabbing the armband off of, you know, Fernandes. I mean, when I say he's grabbing it. It comes to a point where he should know that his situation, he's not the number one choice now, and he should be virtually passing it on to maybe Fernandes if that's what the line the manager's going down, because he's the one who wears it when he's not playing. And I think in certain ways it looks quite embarrassing now.